views and opinions expressed in the following program are those of the hosts, guests, and contributors, and do not reflect the official views of Real TV, its management, or affiliates. Content is provided for informational and entertainment purposes only. Viewer discretion is advised.
Straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the bush. From news to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice. Yeah, straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the bush. From news to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice. Current affairs, politics in the air. Social issues, we deal with it fair. No fluff, no filter, we call it how it is. Real TV vibes, what this how we be. Straight to the point, get the people them speak. Straight to the point, every day of the week. Drama, truth, now the stories we've been. Tune in, let reality sing. Straight to the point, we don't beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the bush. From news to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice. Straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the bush. From news to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice. Yeah, straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the bush. From news to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice. Current affairs, politics in the air. Social issues, we deal with it fair. No fluff, no filter, we call it how it is. Real TV vibes, what this how we be. Straight to the point, get the people them speak. Straight to the point, every day of the week. Drama, truth, now the stories we've been. Tune in, let reality sing. Straight to the point, we don't beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the bush. From news to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice. Straight to the point, we not beat round the bush.
It's a beautiful, beautiful afternoon. It's a Tuesday to be exact. I want to say good afternoon and welcome to all of you all that is here with us on the inside. You're looking at us straight to the point, whether you're looking at us, you know, I'm a 4D joke for you, but I'm going to leave that for later. But if you're looking at us at Digicel Channel 32, Green Dot 60, Green Dot is what? 66? One, gotta make sure. Airlink 25, Ampere 116. I find the green dot number looking weird. I find the number looking weird from what it is. I made an update here. There's so many different avenues that we could listen to this show on. And of course, in terms of looking at us on social media, whether you're looking at us on Facebook, straight to the point, you're looking at us on TikTok. I want to say good afternoon to all of you all that is locked on with us on the Straight to the Point page on TikTok. I want to say good afternoon to all of you all that is there. And one of the things that I want to make mention, I could never be anybody and nobody could ever be me. And there are some things that you all may feel or believe that, you know, you believe that I should do. And there are other things that you know, you will believe that, you know, Dale should go this, Dale should do that, Dale should do the other. No. It's all right. It's cool. So I want to say good afternoon to all of you all that are on the TikTok as well. Good afternoon and welcome to all of you all that is on the inside, whether you're watching us and however you're watching us. So, you know, I have to say, after all protocols observed, one of the biggest things that I want to talk about today is the fact that this CFO guy walked into the room today while everybody else was hungry. While everybody else was hungry, this guy came into the room today and ate his fried chicken in front of us. And he refused to share. He knew that people were there, and we have hard-working editors. We have hard-working staff on the inside, and he just decided that he is going to eat his food in front of us. You know? And I have footage. I have footage with him. He allegedly said that he did not go and collect the fried chicken, but it came to him. And then you know what he tried to do? He tried to bamboozle me by giving me a bag of shoes. A bag of shoes, you know. But it's all right, it's all good. It's all right and it's all good. And he thought I would not pay him up, but I pay him up. He tried to give me a bag of shoes. You understand? But this is what it's all about here, and it's all about love here at Real TV. So I want to say good afternoon again. DJ Sniper, good afternoon to you. And for those of you all that jumping on the TikTok, we have a nice little thing now, you know. When you send your comments, it's showing up on the screen on TikTok as well, too. So it's crap. We're working with technology. Right, Mr. CFO? Nice. Good afternoon, Trina. So, I feel a little playful today, you know, Robbie. But I hope that they don't get tied up with the playfulness, that we're going to go straight to the point. I would have headed into the Sandy Grande area based on information. Nikki Lewis, good afternoon. Based on information, I went into the Sandy Grande area to gather some information. And in gathering the information, I started to get more information. And then you know something? I realized that there are some people now that they are coming to our platform. They're coming to the Straight to the Point platform to try to redivert the direction that we're heading, because they don't want us to be on point. They don't want us to get the information. They don't want the facts out there. They don't want us to help people in a big way. There are people out there that don't want people to be helped. There are people out there that is very malicious. And I cool with that. I cool with a lot of things out here, you know. And I'm also cool with the persons that have been trying to muzzle this show. For the people that are trying to muzzle the show, I cool with all it too. I just want to let you know, make sure and do your homework and do your research. Don't go and waste ink and paper to put the wrong name on the paper and send it for me and feel that I will acknowledge that. No, I will not. When you're sending bully letters, make sure you get the name right. Make sure you put the apostrophe where it's supposed to go and the full stop where it had to go. And this is why we just get tied up with the internet. And as we say tie up with the internet, Ms. Nicole Joseph Cupid, I will continue to speak about you every single day until, because I'm not calling you. I'm not calling you, and I will never call you. It is about time that you own up to what you're doing. And let's deal with it amicably. Let's fix the things. You're employing people, you're taking people money to do work, and you ain't doing it. People trying to call you, you ain't answering your phone. And then all of a sudden you could find an attorney to give me 24 hours to desist. Imagine you owing people $2,500 and more, but you're going to spend $1,500 and $1,000 to go by an attorney to write a pre-action protocol letter to Bully Dale, because they'll have a reach, and because they'll put you up on the socials, people are coming out and saying, you know, this woman owing me money too. You know, I trying to get in contact with this woman. You know I this, you know I that, you know the other. And then you have one of them little bubble man and them who just play bailiff, who didn't have a license in I don't want to say the date but in the time that he didn't have his license, his bailiff license, he was operating as a bailiff. and send contract and documents to the people and them, telling them that he is going to recover whatever XYZ so. Because the people and them, some of the clients and them, they're living out in the States, you feel you could take their money, and you rock back and you're doing what you have to do. Eh? You take the people money, and you rock back, and then when you reach before the court of law, you jump up and you say that how you never tell the people and them that you acting in the capacity of a bailiff. Then you jump up on social media to send me a document in 2025, 24, 25, 26 to show me that your license active. But anyway, the license expire again. But we wasn't talking about them timing. And you're tagging Nicole because like Nicole is your good friend or whatever. I don't really care. And I just really can't take lies and innuendos anymore. When you come in and you're saying, well, boy, XYZ, and you're this, and you're that, and the other, and all the drama. God knows why it is, I can't remember the name, I want to call his name bad. But he knows himself. The woman put you before the courts. And it was the biggest question of all. All that amount you have on social media partners, you ain't pay your thing yet. The court made a decision and you ain't pay your thing yet, but they're coming on social media to wrap up. Your mouth whole day, every day, all day. And this is the kind of strippiness that has been going on in Trinidad, you know. We have attorneys who practicing and sending people pre-action protocol letter, and they don't have an active license. And bailiff doing the same thing, you know. When all they see bailiff coming in front of your house and they're saying there's a bailiff, go and check and make sure that their license up and it running, you know. Because they're making good money and there's some of these people taking people money. And because at the end of the day, sometimes these people and them scrape up a little kakada to get you out here. They scrape up a little money. But I tell you, I fear nobody. I'm afraid of not a single soul. You could beat Pope Francis, I don't afraid you. Because at the end of the day, right is right, and wrong is wrong. And when you do wrong, we don't condone wrong. We forgive wrong. It's okay if you make a mistake, you make a mistake, we find a way to make it better. Just like the fellow who owed the lady the money, he started to pay Friday. He called me yesterday. He said, Mr. Dale, we waiting on some money to hit the account. When the money hit the account, we will function to suit. And I like when we could have that because at the end of the day, I never had to put him up. I make mention. I didn't call his name. I didn't call his business because part of it is that he has told me I am going to do it the right way. I've fixed whatever wrongs that has happened and I'm doing it the right way. And the bailiff I was talking about is Miguel McCain. Good afternoon to you, sir. I don't know if nobody never warned you about me, but you need to learn about me. You need to understand I am not the one for you to play ring around the rosies with. Don't jump up on social media and feel like it's a little dotish person that you're dealing with. Miguel, I do hope that you go and you renew your license again. I do hope that you're not doing bailiff work without your license. And don't come on the media and telling people, well, I didn't care about that, so I didn't show up in court. No, you had no evidence. Are you out of breath, so? Huh? We don't run down nothing here, you know. I find you breathing hard. I'll forgive you. Right? But it's too much nonsense going on in Trinidad, especially with providers, service providers. Or you want to play big bad bailiff, taking people money and you don't intend to work because at the end of the day, there's no surety. And people don't know who to go to. Then we have the instances where the labor, with these unions. Boy, oh boy, I have something to talk about unions in it. But today is not a union day. There's a specific union right now Robbie, that if I start to talk today, all hell break loose where that is concerning. This union, they're doing what they want to do. Let me just put it like that. They're doing what they want to do. 9 years pass and they haven't had an election. Every 3 years in the constitutional bylaws says that they're supposed to have an election. The only reason I come out and talk about them yet is because I read in the Bible. I read in the Bible. I have a big Bible. I read in the Bible. And when I finish reading that Bible, I come in to preach their word. And we will show them the amount of corruption that is taking place. And people are taking their hard-earned money and putting it into this union. And you're talking about the general secretary and the president. They are raising their own pay without saying down on the board. Without saying down with the trustees, they're raising their own pay. They're changing a stipend into a salary. You getting a stipend of $5,000 a month and you up your pay by $10,000. When the people in them ask, well, how come the pay was up to $10,000? Yeah, we're saying they're working real hard. Mind you, the people that they have under their tenureship, they ain't fighting for none of them, you know. They ain't fighting for none of them, you know. All kind of nonsense taking place and going on. And these people are not fighting for anybody. But you know what? They're collecting the people's money and they're putting it in the pockets when the day comes. And when it's time for accountability, they're barring people from seeing what they are doing because they know what they're doing wrong. And when they find like the people and them talking a little bit too much, you know what they're doing now? They expunge them from the union. They tell them, go home. We don't want to hear about you. Go home. DJ Cobra, good afternoon. Chanel, how are you, darling? Chanel, honey. And all of you all that are logged. I went and check on the Facebook just now. I see the numbers. They send them home. And we cool with that. And? We cool with that? But I want to tell you all about a story today. And before I play that video with that story, because I went up there and I interviewed a man, I want to know if it have any right-thinking people in Trinidad and Tobago, especially, I feel like no, I have friends who's police and thing, yeah? But I know they got taught feelings anyhow, so it's cool. And I know it's a police who it wouldn't line up with, but they got taught feelings. But I feel like majority of the people in the police service dotish. With a capital D. How is it? A man's house could be raided 22 times for the same exact thing, guns and ammunition, and nobody smell red flags. Nobody ain't smell this thing, something wrong here. By the third raid, something wrong here. And you know what I don't understand? Is that there are people that will jump up and say, when the man gets arrested for quarreling or being upset or being enraged, we go say, the police like to charge them with, what is call it? Obscene language, disorderly behavior, and all these different things. They love to give them charges. But they don't put, before you start a cuss and carry on, they was provoked. This same man that I was talking about, and I'm talking about, and again, only in pits, you know, because I don't want to be the movie spoiler. But I need for you to understand what is going to happen before when I play it. And here I said to myself, I was going to sit down and cut them up in parts so that all they will get in nice parts and I will get it all nice and presented. No, again, all it raw. Because imagine that this man was arrested, put in a cell for standing up for his rights. And a woman police will come to the cell and say, boy, you know, you should have just given. You should have just paid the $80,000 that the inspector asked you to pay. And if you didn't have that money, could have paid a little something towards it. This is the system we have today. And this is the same system that we are believing that is going to give us justice for certain things that is happening. This is the same system that if something happens and you pick up your phone and you call and say, intruder, intruder, intruder alert, that they will come. This is the same system. When it was reported that that little child was found, took more than an hour plus to reach to the crime scene. Matter of fact, they told the informant, you need to come down in the police station. Oh, wait, I should not say that. I just don't run down everything, you know. I don't run down everything and information and run here and run there and run there. But we want the police service to be what they say, to protect and serve us with pride. But when you make a report and the police tell you, so what me a carriage, and we've had evidence of that on the media. And I was told by a very credible source that when that little girl's body was found, that 11-year-old girl, and they made the call, the police said, oh, they need to come in the station. And for an hour plus after that call, the police didn't arrive yet. You know who was securing scene? Hunter Search and Rescue. Hunter Search and Rescue securing a crime scene until the police reach. All in shame. And then we posting up on the media, we have electric vehicles now. We have fancy van. Until what? All they using the fancy van to go and check all the outside woman. We call you leave all your wife home and all they go on to check the outside woman. And that's why some all ladies get themselves caught up in all kind of thing. It have plenty things that don't make the media, you know. It have plenty police who went and checked the outside woman and get ambushed and shoot up, you know. And the firearm taken from them, you know. Tell you all ain't going to like me today, though. All they wouldn't like me today. You all wouldn't like me today because of some of the things that I'm saying and will say. Because I realize that it makes no sense to tiptoe around anybody, you know, because everybody wants something. They want you not to talk about them, so they look good. And in return, you will give me sponsorship. You put some money in my pocket. I need the money, you know, but not so bad. I'd rather wait and let the Lord send people to bless us. And I tell the truth and I put the thing out there as it is. Then I take buyout and sell out. And when the buyout and sell out money stop going, I go start back to rental all again. I go shake all the cage again until all they put money in my pocket. We have TV house out here like that, you know. They never for sale, but always bought. And somebody who's never for sale is because they've been already purchased. You know when you go in the store and you see sold, it's on the shelf, you know. You want it, you know, but you see that sign sold underneath. That's what's going on with some of them. They're just out here to collect extra dust, extra money, live a lavish lifestyle. I don't care about that. I just put on a suit just because. They just tell me, oh God, image, oh God, image, you know. When I go out there on the field, oh, you get me, so you buy me, you know. And at the end of the day, everybody could tell us a realist. I could tell you if it's nonsense you're on or it makes sense. So going back to the man, you're telling him pay the $80,000, and because he has not paid the $80,000 within this 5-year period, the last time the radio house was in May of this month here, of this year. That was just a couple of weeks ago. What are they looking for? Guns and ammunition. When he decided to go to Sandy Grande police station to make a report, the officers tell him he need to go to Valencia police post. When he goes to Valencia police post, they run him like how they run Cayman 6 on the Piccadilly. Julie Jules, good afternoon to you. Annoying language, yes, that's the charge. Brenda Thompson, you're wondering if it's the EPA. What is the EPA? So when he go in the station, they're running him like a dog. It even went as far as that they have arrested people around the individual at that point in time to question them. How much money he making? What he doing? Where he going? This, that, and the other. Right? And I tell you, corruption to the core. And I tell you, corruption to the core, or they don't understand corruption to the core, you know. These are the people that serving us every day. And one thing that the man said that made sense, but I thought was part of the work. You all need to start transferring out police from their districts more often. Because when these officers, including senior officers, get so comfortable, they just do what they want. Or then see some of them senior officers and them, they're barely bigger than the length of the toe, the foot. If the foot here, you know when you stand up, your foot is protrude. They're barely passing where the foot protruding, you know. Life nice. Driving Prado, up and down. Running on the people and them wife. And if anybody tell you anything, you exercise your powers because you're a police. Nobody can do all or nothing. Take advantage of people because you know what? These people are so comfortable in doing crime. You imagine a police officer watching people and saying, I'm going to lock you up. I will get a detention order. I will get a detention order for you. And scaring people into not pursuing legal matters. Because it's their uncle, their auntie, their friend, the this, the that, and them functioning normal. You threaten a woman in Sandy Grande, in Valencia police post, and tell her that if she calls her lawyer, you will detain her and you will give her a detention order. Or you love to say gun was found, ammunition was found, when absolutely nothing was found. Or all the police asleep when the night comes. But for some reason, you see that Valencia police post, you see that inspector, the inspector
not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the bush. From news to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice. Yeah, straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the bush. From news to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice. Current affairs, politics in the air. Social issues, we deal with it fair. No fluff, no filter, we call it how it is. Real TV vibes, what this how we miss. Straight to the point, get the people them speak. Straight to the point, every day of the week. Drama, truth, now the stories we've been.
You're viewing Real TV. Thanks for choosing us.
Hello, everyone. I am the Reverend Clifford Rawlins, minister of the Diego Martin United Church and a published author. I am inviting you to join me on Real TV for Honest to God, where we are honest with what Scripture is and says and addressing topical issues in Christianity in a postmodern context and post-colonial Caribbean landscape. Provocative, controversial, stimulating, and above all, openly honest. Every Tuesday at 2 to 3 p.m. right here on Real TV.
Honest to God, I'm coming clean. Honest to God.
Macon Construction Company Limited. Save big whilst building stronger. We build with our Macon innovative building systems, which provides high wind speed, earthquake, sea blast and fire resistance, is thermally and acoustically insulated, provides improved construction timelines and cost savings. We provide construction services from design to finish and everything in between. Macon Construction Company Limited. Building green today with tomorrow's technology. Contact or visit us today.
I am Walter Stewart, President of the Trinidad and Tobago National Council of Parent-Teacher Associations Incorporated. Join us every Thursday, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. on Real TV, where we look at NPTA Speaks, National Parent-Teacher Association Speaks, on topical and relevant issues pertaining to parents, teachers, education, and students of Trinidad and Tobago. This, of course, encapsulates local, regional, and international audiences every Thursday, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. on Real TV, NPTA Speaks.
Straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the bush. From news to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice. Yeah, straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the bush. From news to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk,
Move, Satan, move.
Children, come go to Zion with me.
Children, come go to Zion with me. Yeah.
Zion bells are ringing. And the children are singing. Children,
Come go to Zion with me.
Zion with me.
Come on, brush them out. Come on, brush them out a little bit.
Come go to Zion with me.
What I feel?
Children,
Come go to Zion with me.
Zion bells are ringing. And the children are singing. Children,
Come go to.
Zion with me.
All right.
Zion with me.
If all you feel right. All this what we talking here. You see, they realize they can't stop we one way now. So they attack we spiritually. They attack we in a way now that they can take. You man, all the shows that are going on here on Real TV, every day, all day, every day of the week. Sunday to Sunday, I come in here and I doing my show. As I say, I'm busting mark and I start to call inspector and police and this. System crash. Computer switch off. It's all kind of thing. It's all right. Watch now. All they could do what all they might. All they could say what all they want to say. But we are people who praying and is be on the knees for this show every single day. We are people that is be on the knees every single day to make sure that this show is a success. So if I feel all they stopped me, all they didn't. Let's continue. So this man was told to pay if all they miss it. And this is why all they have to share the live. As all they come in, share the live, call a brother and a sister and say, what's going on? I understand that you're busy, but come and share and watch this. Let us make these things go viral. Let us deal with these people, these unscrupulous people that is out here that I don't even have the word. You tell a man, pay me $80,000. Now, mind you, the same inspector of police, when they was fighting up to get family member, they had leave thing behind. And all people just fight for thing. This one find they deserve it, this one find they deserve it. And the people who really earn it and deserve it, they start to put on tooth and nail. And of course, people just use the powers. They are this police partner here. And the police partner. And I'm not even doubting that same inspector probably get a piece of money, or probably between a leg, to get 2 knees and a tie. To get what they had to get. Charmaine Bernard, good afternoon. Jason, Anthony, good afternoon to you. Jillian, good afternoon to you. All of you that are watching at us. 2 knees and a tie. Fried chicken. Well, you're sad. You watch a black man and tell him, hey, you have to give me $80,000, or else I'll make your life a living hell. And 22 times did he in the last 5 years. Last year it was in May. You telling me that these police officers, even the junior ones, who are going on these operations, nobody up to now say, but wait now, we always acting on information. We don't know where the information coming from. It's not even any telephone message. It's no way. And we're telling him, we're going by this man's house. And we go in and raid him for guns and ammunition. Kick down his door. Mash up his locks. Mash up his cupboards. Mash up everything. For what? At a point in time, while I was spoken to this man, I started to study Bible. Like, you take this man's wife? You sure you didn't take the inspector woman? And my thing is, you know that this is not only in Sandy Grande, not in Valencia alone, There are police officers, senior police officers that abuse their power every single day. There is one abusing their power right now while we're talking here live on Real TV. Could put my head on a block. When you go on a road exercise, a nice woman in a nice little short skirt, looking scrumptious and delicious. You as a police officer, instead of executing your duties faithfully and serving the public well, you know what you're doing? Oh God, give me a little number 9, go write the ticket for you. You know them tires looking a little bad. Them tires looking bad, but if you give me the number, we can get to know each other more and you want a uniform man in your life, girl. We fellas, we're not fortunate. We don't get that. We don't get no woman tracking. I have never seen and heard anybody say the woman police and them tracking. But it's always the thirsty man in the police service. In Trinidad and Tobago protest service, I should say. Because I always do the world to run people from protesting and opening and saying what they have to say. And extorting money out of people, 80,000. Even up in the village where Jaden Diaz was murdered, it had plenty of extortion going up there, plenty of them paying tax up there. Because the gravel business, you close your ears. The gravel business out there is big money thing. Some of them on land with precious sand, white sand, red sand, precious stone. thing to go and mine because you know you gotta, and plenty of them fellas up on that end, they have backhoe, they have this, they have that. So while you are the backhoe on the truck, the police are the powers. Because it has no right way to do it. There's a right way, yes. But the police running gravel pit. Imagine the police pulling up to a gravel pit and telling you, hey, XYZ is the case. All they really want to understand and know what went on with Danny Guerra. All they really want to know and understand what went on with Danny Guerra. When the police and them came in and they shut down the pit and they said they lock up this one and lock up that one. And when Danny Guerra decided that he was going to talk, they gave Danny Guerra detention order. They put him inside. Because that's the best way to hush them up. But don't worry, I ain't coming to talk about Danny Guerra this week. So give me a little time to, before if you want to give me a PDO. Because they find these days, people are saying that they find these days that I have too much information. Nice, I could talk now. I see my numbers back up there. You want the man pay 80,000. All they tell me which one all they want to see first. All they want the tour of the house. In fact, I even want to hear all they want. I'll give all you this. This is the interview of the gentleman. I tell you all, I ain't cutting up nothing and editing nothing because I don't want nobody to feel as an agent of nothing. And then when it is that you all finish watch this, I want you all to watch it with an eye you could see, you know. How the scripture does go here that have an ear to hear, let them hear what the Spirit says to the churches, to the nations. I want to tell you all today. Remember I tell you all this is church, eh? Remember I told you all that every time you come on to straight to the point, this is church. This is church. Now, the church of God. It can't be Dale. If it was the church of Dale, I'll lead all the way to hell. It can't be the church of Dale. Because in the scripture it says, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in where? In high places. We don't go on the low places. We don't deal with the low. So when they come and they want to send some blows, I have a fellow here with a big beard, he big and chipper looking, he big. But he could fight. Yeah? And you know what he says? The two of them in the master control and both of them fighting because both of them have beard, both of them little chipper looking, but we don't know which one is which. Yeah? I'm making sure the system warm up, you know. All they ready for this video? You're threatening me with bag of shoes now? All right. I'll tell you one of these days, I will put a camera inside of there, you know. I will put a camera in there. But imagine that Mr. Belfon is ridiculed. You know what it is? I want to put all yourselves in these shoes before I play this interview. Because I sit down, I pray about it, and I say, yeah, today is the day. This is the time. You know if your house has been raided 22 times, are you going to sleep properly when the night comes? Every little, you're here, you're jumping up. 3 children in a house. Children in a house. And they are traumatized by the very said system that is here to protect us. Now, it's one thing to try to blackmail my father, or the lady's son, or the woman mister, and say, pay 80,000 now, because he doesn't look rich, you know. You look like a little saga boy, you understand? Then we'll see that you see, he had 2 trucks parked up there, he had this vehicle, that vehicle, nice house, he had that money there. So the inspector said, my dear boy, 80,000 is small money to you to pay. Like 20,000 less than 100,000. Some of we struggling to even have $5,000. Some of we struggling to have $5,000 in my pocket. Yes, let for 300. Some of us today watching the show and we don't even have 500 in my bank account. Enrique, you have 500 in your bank account? Don't answer that. You don't look, as you watch me start a cold sweat. Some of us, we don't have no money. We broken, we frustrated. And all we hear when we go on the news, oh, we're going to have an extension of the state of emergency because of the state of crime. But after your second stint, all you really feel the third stint go work? I mean, it's just opportunity to put more people under the inside so they can go talk. Sometimes you're so broken, you can't afford deodorant, you know. You're so broken under your arm can't even smell. You gotta catch that one. And it hurts me that I have to go up into an area and hear that a family is being abused by the powers given to police officers and senior officers, and what does not make any sense to me at all. How is it that the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, officers attached to the Valencia Police Post, officers attached to CID, officers attached to the gang unit, officers attached to all kind of units, could reach the number 22 and nobody asks a question? How is it that this man who has gone to PSB, has gone to Police Complaint Authority, that no questions is answered? Is it that we just have a PCA for style? We just have a PCA to say we have a Police Complaints Authority, but nothing is done? And the only time something is rushed to be done is when it makes mainstream media, when it's out there in the public domain, and it now becomes an unrest where the citizens are asking for justice and are asking for things to happen. We've reached a place now where the leadership is only Mama Guy and we have dotish police who will ask people, do you have permission to make a public statement? The same dotish police and them who will jump out and say, you need permission to protest. Then what is the point of protesting if I have to get your permission to state my discord in what you are doing? You could tell me that? Or I could go out there and protest and say, hey, I don't like what you're doing, but I'm going to ask the same man who I don't like what they're doing to give me permission to go and publicly state, I don't like what you're doing. The media has lost their zest. The media has lost their tenacity. They've lost their drive. Members of the media now, we only want glitz and glamour story. I don't know. Them and the other media houses and them, they just get them commission for story hour. Find out now, we'll leave here tomorrow if it is like the case. Because them have to be, you know, I thinking and I studying. I see some of these media reporters and them putting out all these big stories and fancy things, and them fellas and them shoes leave, the sole leaving the bottom of the shoe. Hole in the socks. They're driving a car and the car going to take it, and them is the people who pay not all kind of, We have a bag of shoes they will send for them. Because them running long story and they ain't making no sense out of it. Besides your name calling. And it has some of them reporters and them coming on my page to tell me how I should do an interview. I live on TV, you know, I do an interview, I check in my phone because I want to make sure the connection good and I'm talking to my director at the same time. You tell me I shouldn't be on my phone. What you should do, or what you should study, is to verify the information and the facts that come into you before you go out there and air it, because you want to be the first. But I understand sufferation is a pleasure and a joy. Look, the bag of shoes there. You bring the bag of shoes, Samina. Bring the bag of shoes. This is what they want. We will go and distribute this bag of shoes to our members and friends in the media that need it. All of them who want, they want, look, we have a bag of shoes here. Right? For those of them who need, it has some certain media houses, the people and them, there are no shoes. They put in big story, every day they put in big story, and big hole in the shoe sole and splitting, so long time when they go to school, the mouth going blah, 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 blah. Yeah, you're driving a car, and the car going, you're supposed to be driving Volkswagen, you're supposed to be driving Mercedes-Benz, where does you driving again? Huh? You're supposed to be driving big vehicle. Huh? Oh God, well, don't talk about them vessel drivers and them. That's what they're supposed to be driving. But when they're running down Meadale, who just make sure, let's go and get our facts and our information. A man called me and tell me that how one of the people and them was going around the policeman woman, and that's why he gets shoot. When I verify, them thing is chopper talk. What I want to talk, some of the things I just want to talk, I just have to study the victims. To keep them safe. But yeah, what's going on? All fancy talk is not good talk. And I don't want to run down, because somebody say old Jersey journalism, Old Jersey journalism, Some of them fellas and them when they're going out there, they're boss, but they're working hard. But I don't know where the money going, unless they probably have child support or kind of thing. All they need to tell me where the money going, and if they're making that money, so I could go on, I could do a thing too. I have child support to pay. I have child support to pay too. Robbie? Yeah, that's why I ain't going to come and talk about the ministers and them that ain't taking care of the children, because I looking it for it out there. I have to go and work my business. So I just do my business during the day, and then come here and do the people's work in the evening, and then go back out and do my business in the night. But I can't see my way. Brown was bawling about the state of emergency. I can't see my way no how. I feel like I had a partner call me and tell me, boy, let me go down in the meeting. Let me go down on that side and hear what the people say. And I sing down and I listening to some of these people. The Prime Minister shake my hand, I have video with the Prime Minister shaking my hand. And I say, you know what? I don't always have chances. Let's see what the Prime Minister, this lady, will do for us. And I take her rock back. Mean voting. I take her rock back. Let me see what would happen. Because the people were singing, when UNC win, everybody win. And as I'm watching it, I am not afraid to say that I am disappointed in this government. I'm disappointed at the fact that the people of this nation cannot come out and speak and say, we don't like this. And you have them big belly, hungry mouth, dirty looking. How you can look dirty in a suit? I'll try to contain my emotions, I'll just contain my emotions. I want you all to play that interview with Mr. Belcon. I want you, and you all would realize that this is unedited, on everything. What I want you to do, director, when you put that video, before you put the video up, make sure we have the watermark there. Because you know these little clowns and them, these dirty mouth journalists, these whole in Jersey journalists and them, they like to screen record and they go take thing and put it up and make it like it's them. And I really don't care, Because if the message had to come out through whatever avenues, let it come out. But I want it on there because some of them just like to chop and make it into what it's not. And nobody out here could ever tell me that I've ever went to any, but unscripted, unplanned, or anything like that. I just go to everybody and tell them the same thing. Let me hear what it is you have to see. I don't pull camera out first. I ain't story hungry. There are people that have taken my time and gone to them. And when I done hear what they had to say, I say, all right, no, let's not deal with it like this. Let's deal with it in this aspect. Anybody could tell you, I would sit down and I would tell them, okay, let's see. Let me hear. All right, no problem. So now I'm going to ask you questions and you'll answer and this, that, and the other, and we go from there. Jayden Diaz's mother have to get justice. This man from Sandy Grande, Mr. Belfon, he have to get his justice. 22 times is way enough. I didn't even have 22 women in my time I live in. You raid my house 22 times and I'm supposed to sleep good when the night come. All right, let's play this video. Let's take a look at this. All right, so we are here right now in Matura. And interestingly enough, while dealing with one case, there was another case that came and there's a link between the two. So I'm here today with one of the residents, and I would have actually seen some videos with police officers, raiding his premises. We were told that it happened more than 22 times, just about in the last 5 years. So what I want to do is to, actually get to the bottom of it. I want to know because, he said he made some reports, he made formal reports, and nothing came out of it. He will tell his side of the story. So I want to say good afternoon. When did everything actually start happening? Because they say 5 years. So your first incident, what happened and how this whole thing reached to where it came to now? How old are you?
Yeah, well, this happened in 2021. Well, basically around 2020, because after my father passed away, it had an incident with family within a vehicle, right? And this certain officer, a sergeant within the Matura area, he had get into a civilian matter because me and my uncle and him had a little matter concerning our vehicle, which my father died and leave.
Right.
And it had little incident that happened in between where the sergeant and other officers came and unlawfully seized the truck,
Right.
put it into my uncle and them.
Right.
And it at that time, after that my uncle and them had made threats about shooting and thing. And I tried to go to the station and make a report, which I did make a report in the station about the shooting. And 2 days after, somebody really tried to shoot behind me.
Right, so your uncle threatened to shoot you
Yeah.
based on the whole
Based on
bacchanal that was going on with the truck
the
and
truck.
you and him.
Yeah.
So he said that somebody will shoot you.
Yeah,
And
within the
then-
next 2 days.
Right.
And it did happen. Somebody really tried to shoot behind me. It had a video circulating with it. And I tried to get, when the shooting happened, the same sergeant who's come with the other officers and seized the vehicle, he came on the scene with the shooting. While trying to explain to the homicide officers and find out what is the next step they make involving what is going on, the sergeant, when I went to the station to make a formal report after the shooting, they run me from my station. They don't want to take the report. Little after that, I come and I end up buying a truck. I put that behind my back and I started to do my little private work on the side. And as I started to work within the first day by removing some material, the same sergeant and them come with 2 jeep load of police and ask all the truck to leave. They don't want no operation.
Right.
Right? And it happened about a month after that. Well, not a month after, but a little time after, it had some officers, they started come and often started search the house and thing. They just running in on the house, started search and thing.
Running in here.
Yeah, they run in the house, they started search, just ransack everything, destroying my wardrobe.
But they ever give you a reason as to what they was looking for exactly?
No, they never give no reason in particular. All they're saying is guns and ammunition. They have no document, they have no warrant. They never come with no warrant or anything to give me in my hand.
Right.
The only time they come here with a piece of paper they give me with no signing from a JP or a court or something. They have no signature, nothing on it, no date, nothing. They give me a paper and they come and they say they wanted $80,000 or they will be coming back. Which every couple of months they did come back and they just ransacking the place and just vandalizing my property. they're opening all the vehicle, pulling out all the upholstery and thing all inside the vehicle, all inside the house. They're just breaking up the glass and
Everything in here wasn't spared. They're breaking up everything.
they're breaking up everything. When they come, they're breaking up all along the house. They're ponging the glass with their torchlight and thing. They're breaking up the glass. When I ask them what it is about, they're not telling me exactly what it is.
So like the glass and thing that they break in the door. The door was open before they break
No,
it?
the door was closed.
So they break it to try to get in.
To try to get in. When they come, they don't call and say it's police or anything. Whether they come out over the night or the day, they just run in the house or they just come outside and pong down the door. If you could watch to the side, you will see the doors that break down and all inside the house. I had to change doors regular because it's 22 times in 5 years. And I keep asking them what the search is about. They don't want to say what the search is about. They just want my ID card, my driver permit, and they're going through like all my private documents. They're going through all the documents and taking pictures of everything.
Right.
They're taking pictures of all the vehicles and they're just ransacking the vehicle and they're ransacking the house.
So you have any prior in terms of criminal records?
I have no.
Robbery, anything like that?
I have no criminal record.
So
I have never been arrested for any criminal offense or anything.
Right. So, but then it makes no sense in terms of the police keep coming to raid for firearms and ammunition. Every time that they come, they find nothing.
Yeah, they don't get nothing and they just make statement. I have videos where they make statement that they find nothing within the search. And within all the times that they had came, they find nothing. All they do is just damage the property and just leave. And they try to extort me $80,000 a night. They give me a piece of paper without any JP or any court signing it, without any date or anything, and they ask for $80,000. And they say they don't get it, they will keep coming back. Which they do come every month apart. They just come every month, every 2 months apart. They just come and just randomly just run in the house. It have 5 females inside here. They're searching up my children. When the police come here, they're searching the children. I have some children here is 8 years, 10 years, 15 years. The police and them pushing my children and them pushing them, searching them up, feeling them up and thing. And they don't even allow me to talk now. They have a phone or anything in my hand. They just take everything. They just take everything. So it's just like they're trying to silence me under by just victimizing me and just damaging the place.
Right.
And all is happening because a certain individual within the police and he affiliating with certain family members. So it started within my father since he passed away and the truck we had.
Right.
And from there,
So
it
from
started.
the truck with the asset, getting the asset after your father died and who was going to get whatever, and then it turned into this. But you think it have to do with quarrying, with the gravel business, with what?
Yeah, well, within the quarrying thing, everybody believes that I have a little money within the quarrying thing. So that is the reason why they come with the paper and they ask for $80,000 because you ain't just going by a man's house and ask for $80,000 just so. It's things that they're seeing. They might see a little truck in the yard, a little backhoe in the yard, and they tell us if the money is because it have other people that will be assisting the police by giving them little drinks, whatever they giving to them. But I basically tell them plain out, I'm not giving them nothing. Right? And within that, it was hell after that. All went down road. They just tried to extort me. They wanted $80,000 and they came here about after 9:10 the night. And if they don't get the money, they will come back. That is how it is. And when I try to make a report within the Matua station or the Grandy station, no report. They tell me I have to go Matua. When I go Grandy, they tell me I have to go back Matua. When I go Matua, the police and them in Matua, they running me. I can't get to make a report. When I go police complaint, I make a complaint after complaint. I've been to police complaint about 4 times already. And I went to PSB and make several reports and things. And so far, I haven't received a call or nothing to say, well,
How long ago that would have been in terms of the report?
well, within the 5 years, I've been to police complaint on about 6 occasions.
Right.
And it's like them fed up because it's like I just go in and I just make a report and nothing come out right. So it come like them ignoring my reports. When I go to PSB, they watch the documents and things that the police came here with, and they say the documents not good. So
Which is the documents, the warrant,
the warrant and
the police give you.
What the police give to me,
Right.
they say the warrant not good.
Right.
So I want to know I want to know if they can find out who it is, give them that document to come and search my place and ask for money.
Right.
These are the answers I'm looking for. I want to know what it is they keep coming here for, because they keep coming and they are finding nothing. They have nothing in findings.
And the most recent?
The most recent, they came here on the 10th of April and they came back here on the 17th of May. And they searched his house from 7 in the morning till 3 o'clock the evening. They searched here 3 times during the day, tearing down the ceiling, ransacking the house, they break my glass, they're breaking up all the glass and thing, they break open the doors. The female and them was bathing, my mother was bathing. When the police come here, they just running in on she. Sometimes I try and bathing here in the house here, and daylight I lie down sleeping, taking all the rest, and the police just running in the house. We come like we have no privacy in our own place. And even while they're bathing, they're telling you, don't move. Big gun pointing at you. All they allow you to do is just pick up something and put it around you. And when you try to record them or videotape them or ask any question, they silence we and they take all the device. They don't want me to talk, they don't want me to say or explain nothing. All they're asking for is we ID card, driver's permit, water bill, light bill. They're going through my private documents for like land and thing. They're going through all these things and taking pictures.
Right.
So I feel it's something more than just
Coming to look
for guns and ammunition. Because if you're looking for guns and ammunition, you ain't going to be looking through papers.
Well, I'm trying to figure out in terms of the WASA and I've never really heard when a raid happening that the police asking you for a utility bill.
The police, some special investigation unit, when they came, they said they want documents like ID card, driver's permit, WASA bill, light bill. They want any form of bills and thing, and they go into the document, they take pictures of my land documents and things.
Right,
so
right.
I believe it's something more than that.
So that, but then police deal with land issues?
Well, I never know police for that.
Okay.
I never know it's
So,
like
so
that.
but the encounter with the police, they come, they break down the door, they question you all, they search the house for based on, I guess, information that they would have received that it have whatever here. What the interactions between yourself and the police? Because I know earlier when you spoke about in terms of the sergeant and even the shooting incident, and then after going to make reports, and the same said individual would run you from the station, you go to another station, they're telling you that you can't make the report there, you have to go back. What was the interaction in terms of, was that same sergeant on site for the raiding itself?
No, well, the sergeant himself, he would come and stay in the area like a few feet away from the house where they're doing the search. He would stay like down by the bar or by the hardware, and he will send all the other officers here. So after the search and everything, it have people that will pass and say the sergeant was by the grocery or he was by the bar, stand up waiting on the search to end. And he just have somebody that keeps sending the police and me, because most of the police that come here, like they're fed up. The police and them within 22 times, the police and them say, well, like we was here over and over. We here last month, we was here 2 months back, and we ain't get nothing. I fed up the police and complaining that themselves fed up. So it's come like somebody within a high rank just keeps sending the police and me.
But you think in terms of what it is they want from you?
Well, I think it's something more than that, because it have certain actions that I receiving from certain police that they claiming like they want my land or they want me to pay them or something.
But what your land have on it so that they would want?
Well, it's all about gravel and thing, because it have little material and thing that this is way in the country up here, everybody tell yourself the little business you're doing it have money.
Right.
Sometimes I post up a little picture or a little photo about something I doing on the land, which is my business I posting up. I try to expand my business by posting it on social media. And within them seeing that, it's like an envy thing, a jealousy thing. They want to inherit that then.
But it look like all your money man too, so it could probably watch it and say, yeah, your money tall. So.
No, well, this is what the police are having in them head. Because most of the time they come here, I just let them know straight. I say, have a living in a parent's house or renting or something. I say, don't watch this little thing. I say, this is not even mine. This is where my father live. Yeah. Most of the things here is where my father live and gone.
Yeah. I mean, for somebody to watch you and tell you they want $80,000, they have to be of the opinion that you have that put on somewhere that it is of ease of access for you, and it ain't going to hurt your pocket. But the occasions of they coming here, the raiding and all these different things, has it only been isolated to home?
No, well, most of the time, like when I try to leave from here, it's like they have somebody within the area that they could call. Well, they have people in the area that they call because it's one place that the sergeant and his police officer just frequent. Them they frequent by one identical place in this area.
Right.
So like they have somebody within that area. As I leave from here, they make a call. So within I go in Valencia or Grandi, I always encounter in police on the road. They give me a ticket. I go to court about 3 occasions already, and I win the case because the police and I'm not coming to court. And every time I try to leave from home, whether I carry my mother by my sister, or I go in the grocery or something, or I try to carry them trying out, we encounter in police and after that embarrassment, they just ripping up on the trunk, they're pulling up on the upholstery, they break up on the pocket and thing in the car, and they just vandalizing my property. Sometimes they don't give me no ticket, nothing, they just stop me, vandalize the car, and they leave and they're gone. And when I ask or query about the search, it's like, I can't ask no question. Them don't even want to hear me. When I ask them what the search is about, on several occasions I ask them what the search is about, I just suspicious. They just find like I suspicious. I say suspicious about what is true, and I move them to my mother. Anytime I try to go anyway, it's like that. They, even about 10 cheaper police meet me on the Valencia back road at night. After 9, I go in and drop my mother by my sister. And they stop me and say they're looking for guns and ammunition. And ransack the vehicle. They find nothing. They hold me and they say they charge me for misbehavior in public. It was an unlawful search. They're just finding something to say that.
So wait. They had like a roadblock or something like that, and
No,
you
they
was
didn't.
driving through the roadblock
Nah.
and they stop you and say, well, you know, there's a routine thing and whatever. Or
No,
is
they
it
didn't
that-
have no
How
roadblock or
it
anything.
happened? How
It happened, I was heading, I now leave from home. And while leaving from home, I observed a police vehicle in the junction. TEH 3077. And while leaving to head to the Grandi side, the vehicle passed me about 3 minutes while leaving from home. The vehicle passed me about 3 minutes and it wait in the Valencia junction in the Y. So when I swing to go Valencia, the Jeep swing behind me and was driving behind me from Valencia on this side to Valencia on the next side before the police post. And while driving, going on to the I realized the vehicle not passing me. Unknowing that when I reached almost the Valencia junction, it had a Jeep across the road waiting to stop me, an unknown, unmarked black vehicle with blue lights. So I pull away from the vehicle and I continue driving.
But you know the vehicle was trying to stop you at
The
that
vehicle
point
was,
in
the
time?
vehicle was across the road.
Right.
It was let me say,
The cut a corner. So,
yeah,
Right.
it across the road. So while trying to pass the vehicle now, and next police vehicle naturally tried to hit me head on. So I find it was strange because I had encounter with police on the road already, and I never really get this kind of bad drive and thing on the road. Police just trying to bounce me off the road. Was me and my mother alone.
But before I said that, the vehicle that was across the road, was there any indication to say that we want you to stop or anything like that?
No, it was
to drive
just
your
the
CV?
vehicle.
So you're just thinking the vehicle
I just
park up
thinking the
there?
vehicle park up across across.
So must be something happened.
Yeah, and
Alright.
I just touch it away from it. So I see our next vehicle coming. I thought, well, something happened because I see next vehicle coming, speeding, a police vehicle, a marked vehicle.
Yeah.
So I just pull away from it, and as I pull away from the vehicle and I continue driving, as I raise the hill, it's about 8 vehicles and soldiers and police waiting there. And they have a document paper claiming that I have guns and ammunition in the vehicle, and I arm and dangerous. Even when I reach in the station, one of the officers said that code, some code they use, some code 1, they used to target me and say that I am and dangerous. So she was like, they tried to execute me because this code is, the police only use this when somebody armed and dangerous or there is a murder suspect or something.
Yeah. Or at least a threat.
A threat, there's a danger on the road. So I want to know what it is they try to do that night. Just as how they do to Joshua Samaru. It's the same thing going on with me. So I just always feel threatened on the road. Even I be feeling fearful to be on the road. I just had to become a trainer and I'm in school. Okay, out my family, when they go street, I just had to be feeling frightened or feeling threatened in a way.
So you was in the vehicle with your mother?
With my mother.
So what did they arrested you?
They arrest me and they leave my mother on the side of the road. She can't drive or anything, but they just leave she on the side of the road. Well, she had to call my next brother to come and pick she up and all kind of thing.
And did they detain the vehicle as well?
No, they leave the vehicle with the key, everything on the side of the road. They didn't take no vehicle or anything.
Just now. Yeah.
Yeah. They didn't secure the vehicle or anything. They just leave the vehicle and they leave she on the
But
side
then
of the
they're
road.
saying that the vehicle had, based on the document that they were giving you, that the vehicle had guns and ammunition and whatever, and that's the reason for them coming for you. I would think the wise thing to do is for them to keep the vehicle,
Yeah,
to do
well-
whatever forensics to see if it is. I mean, if it's
Yeah.
that serious, and you're telling me that when all of this, you've never had any gun-related charge,
No charge.
ammunition,
No arrest.
held on robbery, nothing, at
Nothing,
all. So the
nothing,
police
nothing.
and them, this basically been happening, and it's the same excuse right through.
Same thing. I believe the only thing that causes is more of the times that they try to extort me that $80,000 and I didn't pay the money and they keep coming after me,
So if you had paid that money, you would have been
Yeah, well,
okay?
while being locked up at the station, the morning, while being in Valencia the night, and I went to court the morning, one of the officers in Grandi station come by the cell and was talking to me and telling me that I should have given, I should have paid the money because the sergeant he wait. So I want to know what it is she mean by the sergeant he wait. I want to know what she mean by he wait and he known to certain individuals and I should have just given and done with that. Even if I can pay $80,000, I should have paid something smaller. I wouldn't call she name, but it's somebody that came by the cell while I was inside there being locked up, even before I faced the magistrate, was telling me to give in.
So then this is a big operation between all the officers who work in at
Well,
that station.
within Grandi and Motura and Valencia,
So all three, I think, is
all
connected,
three of them connected
allegedly connected with the,
because the sergeant and the other head officers within these areas, all of them are aware of what is going on because all of I try to make a report within Grandi or Motura, I cannot make it. They will tell me go back Motura. And I believe any station should take my report. I shouldn't be silenced.
well, as far as I
Them shouldn't try-
understand, the police advertise that there's a one-door policy. So I think
No, it's not a wonder policy when I reach by the station. And if you try to take out your phone, it's a whole set of big scene to put you out the station or lock you up for misbehavior in public. And that is what they naturally going to tell me when I reach there.
so. You've made reports to PSB. You've made reports to
The police
police
complaint.
complaints, and
I have receipts where I make report to police complaint and I make report to PSB. And up to now, nothing change. They keep coming the same way. And I kind of like just get frustrated of it, so I stop even going to make report. The last set of search they make, I didn't go and make no report because I just feeling fed up by it. You understand?
Yeah.
It's thing that will lead you to either it trigger you to commit suicide, or you might decide one day to pick up and you might decide to mash up everything or mash up somebody because it's frustrating. It's every day and every other day they come into just running a place. I have children, my children in my privacy. If my little children and them come here, them can naturally tell you how the police come and what they want when they come here.
but how the children dealing with it now? Because I mean, it could reach that point where you hear any little loud noise or anything like that. They jump
My
to
children
thinking that
traumatized. It have the morning the police came here, the 17th of May. My children was doing test the morning. My children from 7, the police was here from 4 o'clock the morning, pounding down this house. They break this glass. My children and them crying inside the bedroom.
And they had
The same morning they had test. After my children wake up 4 o'clock with pounding down the place and frightened inside here, them had good. And my children and them coming first in test. I have three children here, and all of them just do good. All of them doing good. Only recently I realized they had a little fallback because being traumatized and they're afraid. They're telling you, well, when they go to school, they're afraid police. They're afraid. They're telling you, well, they're afraid to go to school because they're studying if it's a police in school. And, well, you know nowadays it's a police in school. So when they see a little police and thing, they just be a little frightened and things. So I try my best to see if I could get somebody to hear me out. I want somebody to hear me out, understand what it is we're going through and help me out, because all of we trying to get help, and the help we get is like nobody not doing nothing about it, because the same person who I make the report something about, they're still active and there's been area. It's like a provoking scene with the police. They naturally know what they're doing. They're provoking me because I didn't pay the money.
So you literally don't feel safe in terms of
No,
leaving
well,
the house and
when it's time to work and go and get my children and thing in school, I just be taking a chance. I just be taking a chance because when I actually here with either one of my vehicles I study now. If the police go on to jump out on you and say, no, you had an object resembling a firearm and want to shoot you. Because that is what they keep coming at me for. So if you keep trying to say I am and dangerous and I have guns and ammunition, what is your move as a police officer to say you meet me on the road? What you think is all the next opinion on the road to meet and say, greet me with what? I have an object resembling a firearm. I see people die in these last rounds here. I see people die holding nothing in their hand, and all the police saying it was an object resembling a firearm. That does frighten me when I had to leave from here. I suddenly, in a vehicle, I could be next. That is the reason why I think nobody shouldn't go silent about when these things happening. Come out and talk. Some people might be feeling a little shame, they might be feeling a little frightened. I mean to say, it does frighten you. I just move around because I am a little belly. I still taking a little torture and a little brutalization I get in. I just try my best not to disrespect the police. I keep them their way. Sometimes I meet police on the road who don't even know me, and I just get treatment like if I was a civilian. I just feel safe.
Right.
But that is the reason why I just say not all police bad, but the police and them in this area that who not want to leave from this area because of the little gravel and the little money and the little whatever, them feel comfortable in this area. These the corrupt elements that just involve the younger police who now coming in, and they're corrupting the younger ones that in there to say them as see or to be involved in corruption.
But if you had the ear of the commissioner in terms of, being able to tell the commissioner, based on your story and what is happening, what would you ask of the commissioner to do in regards to your situation? And I'm sure that there are many other people that probably going through the same thing in the area or probably would have subscribed to, making the payments and whatever. But if you had the ear of the commissioner, what would you ask?
Well, I will advise something like this. You see, if the commissioner could at least circulate the police and them more, transfer them from different areas more often. When the police get comfortable in an area, it's because they're getting something from the area. Right. So try circulating the police and them. Don't leave a sergeant in a station more than 6 months, or don't leave a SRP or a corporal or a ranking police officer there for a certain amount of time. Keep spinning them around. Don't make them get comfortable because you're feeding off or something. The only reason that police just stay in an area long and don't want to leave it because they're feeding off or something. And in certain areas, the way things going right now, they can be feeding off of anything because not only the gravel or the groceries or somebody who have a capital, it have people that want jobs done. The police taking work just like a normal civilian on the street.
So in other words, they're taking civil matters.
They're taking civil matters because there is friends or they're affiliating with some business people I want to say because it's people that funding them. That is why they're taking the work. Them not coming and do a free work. No way. This is not something they come in and do free. This is something I believe like a money pass and they do a favor for somebody.
Right.
Yeah.
So somebody give them money allegedly and they do what they have to do for that person. And of course, because of the fact that there's the police, nobody wouldn't really challenge them.
That is exactly how it is.
So you're thinking that if it is that shuffling happen within the three districts, you move everybody from that station and carry them somewhere else, that there would be a change?
Yes, this is something that needs to be done. Because if it is that a policeman has 3 months here, and you came somewhere and you give here 3 months here,
you have no time to settle.
You have no time to settle to do nothing.
Right.
Corruption only happen because you have to have an inside or you have to have a long time to build something. You don't just plan something within a day. This is something that keep planning within days and months. And for the year, they can say, well, we live comfortable on the side. All of them are bills up here and the money they get, it's not working out. So they try to extort or they try to find a source where they could get our income to help out them bills. So basically they'll put a poor man on the line to make sure them survive.
So in terms of business and stuff right now with you, I mean, with all of this that happening, are you able to still operate and do your business, what?
Well, this going on 6 months now, my vehicles are in backup. I just try to go out and make my little hustle daily because I have 3 children, I'm a mother, I'm my girlfriend. I just try to go out and make it happen.
Right. So the vehicles that park up is what would carry the gravel and
Yeah, well, I have my truck in the back there. Well, that is my mother truck. So everybody else feel, well, you know, everything in the yard here belongs to my mother.
Right.
These are things my father leave and what it is she buy to make sure I could provide her bread.
Right.
She's a woman, she not working to say, well, she working, but she provide the vehicles, I just operate.
Right.
And that is
That's
why
a family business.
that is why I just go out and make the little money so that everybody could survive. It's 7 of us in this house here, and I just try to make it happen.
Right.
And 6 months going now, I can't even go on the road because, as you can see it at some videos I post circulating, that if you could even pack up on the side of the road, they meet him and give me a ticket. They give me a ticket and I even win the case. They give me a ticket for driving without insurance, I win the case. They give me a ticket for driving for defective windshield, I win the case.
And it's the same police officers?
The same set of police officers within Grandy and Motura.
Right. So we could safely say you're well known within the area?
Within the area, yeah, well, business people, so most people in the area will say, all right, these people are the most hardworking people, but the police not seeing it in that way because them doing a favor for somebody. Them want to keep you off the road because it have other business come on it, just like what we doing. The people that associate them with the police, them doing the same business. So they're trying to take we off the bloodline so that all the business would go to one person and they themselves will handle the police for keeping we away from the business.
Wow.
So it's a kind of fight down within our family and the police being involved and try to keep we off the bloodline. So going on the road is just like I trying to sacrifice my life, but if I sit down home and I don't feed my family, I sacrifice everybody's life. Yeah. So I rather go out there and gamble my life on the road to feed my family. I'm not going to sit down and make the police frighten me because it's not to say I running from gunman or I feeling threatened by I have cocoa in his son. I have no cocoa in his son, so I don't feel threatened no how. The only reason why I feel threatened is when I encounter the police.
So what will make you feel comfortable?
Well, the certain individual that keep instigating this bacchanal in the area, the sergeant within the area, if they move out of the area and it have certain police within reach, once them in the area, I think I could be comfortable. Because them is more like a threat to me because they're always telling people within the area here, people always talking, the sergeant and them say this, the police and them say that, and if there are family members who will come and tell me, boy, care for yourself on the road because them police and them thing, and if there people will always be like that, boy, I just feel frightened for you on the road. I tell them, I say, even if I feel frightened, that can't feed my family. Yeah. Even if I frighten, that can't feed my family. Yeah. I just still try to go out and make the ends meet. Small as it is, I just go out and make it meet. And this is the fight I get right through and no help.
Wow. All right. Yeah. Good stuff then.
You're viewing Real TV. Thanks for choosing us.
Ready to take your sales career to the next level? If you have a passion for connecting with clients, building meaningful relationships, and delivering results, we want you on our team. Join a dynamic, motivated environment where your experience matters, your ideas are valued, and your drive defines your success. Step into a role with real opportunity. Join the sales team at Real TV, where your future begins.
Call us today at 292-6470 or WhatsApp us at 384-7142. You can also send an email to realtv.corporate@gmail.com.
Are you looking for the right space for your business? Fred's Plaza has the space you need. We offer professional rental spaces designed for growing businesses. Conveniently located in San Juan on the Eastern Main Road, opposite the PTSC terminal and between Royal Castle and Mario's. Easy access, high visibility. For inquiries, call or WhatsApp 868-384-7142 today, or visit Level 3 Fred's Plaza for details.
Planning a concert, conference, wedding, or cultural celebration? Let Real TV broadcast your event to the world. From live streaming and on-air coverage to global reach across TV and online platforms, We make sure your big moments are seen and heard everywhere. We offer professional production, worldwide exposure, and an unforgettable impact. Don't just host your event, let us share it with the world. Contact Real TV today, where your story becomes everyone's experience.
Call us today at 2926470 or WhatsApp us at 3847142. You can also send an email to realtv.corporate@gmail.com.
Need a space to record your podcast, interview, or video content? Our fully equipped studio is available for rental, perfect for productions of all kinds. Enjoy a professional studio setting, quality lighting, and a comfortable environment designed for smooth, high-quality productions. Call or WhatsApp today to book your studio time.
In a world full of noise, choose clarity. The Real News digital publication is your choice for important news coverage. From influential figures shaping our nation to a powerful week in review that keeps you informed. The weekly edition is available for download on all of our social media platforms. Smart, sharp, essential. Real News digital publication. Stay informed, stay educated, stay empowered. You're viewing Real TV. Thanks for choosing us.
Real TV, where we keep it real all day, every day. If you're loving the entertainment, the news, and all the content we bring, then don't just watch, be part of the movement. Follow us on every platform you use: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, you name it. Share this with your family and friends, your group chat. Let them know Real TV is the new wave. Real TV, news, entertainment, information, bringing reality to you.
Hello everyone, I'm Kwesi Park. I invite you to join me right here on Real TV for the program Unfiltered Youth. This series will engage a panel of young persons from a very diverse cross-section of our society, talking or discussing the real issues affecting them in their daily lives. So join me right here on Real TV on Saturdays from 1 to 2 p.m. with repeats on Sundays and Wednesdays.
The Ambassador's Daughter, weekdays at 11 a.m., only on Real TV.
Straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the bush. From news to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice. Yeah, straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the bush. From news to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice. Current affairs, politics in the air. Social issues, we deal with it fair. No fluff, no filter.
When you come, you're breaking out the wardrobe. Oh, you come in outside. And they come there just ramping everything, they break up that bottom drawer. They're breaking up all these things and then I just had to kind of mount them back up to push them back inside.
Right.
I just had to mount them back up.
So they will crap out everything, so they break up all this here.
Yeah, they're pulling open all these things and then these things and then they start to separate because some of them they lock and they make the key, they just break it open.
So the price is out.
The price is out. You go to the next room.
Yeah, you better.
All these doors and them I had to strap back them door on them.
So all these doing too.
Yeah, they just...
So they just kick down the door?
Kick it up on the door on them.
Oh.
Some doors I had to change them and move them.
Right.
All these wardrobe up on the light. All the wardrobe and them, these were trying and them, door on them. All these things they just come and they're breaking out.
Right. Indeed.
The door glass and thing. Passenger buy something, they're just stressing in here.
In other words, you don't feel already like you can't buy nothing because...
Well, me, I wouldn't even replace the door and the metal here neither because...
And there's the upstairs you're talking about it when they went up and you was downstairs.
Yeah. Them just run in here. They kick down the store door.
Right.
I had to turn around the door because...
Yes, you turn around the door.
All I had to do was just turn it around.
Turn it down and, yeah.
I will go buy one and they come and do the same thing. So come inside, you see where it's going.
Damage.
The door was the next way.
Yeah, I see the damage here with the... See the... Wow. So you just have to improvise and... Because it didn't make sense. I mean, if you say so much times in 22 times in 6 years?
22 times in 5 years.
In 5 years, sorry.
Just do one all that. We move the door.
You move this on?
Yeah. Come there, just ramp all the wardrobe and then...
So that's break down all the wardrobe
and
back
then break the wardrobe back. Last time, no, they didn't break
just empty it out.
Empty, you can't scatter everything.
This one is with the interfere with the people and let them...
Oh, so they damage the key?
Damage the key, wait for the door because they don't know how to open the door.
Oh.
So the door, it's hard for the door to open.
Right. So they just...
Yeah.
And that doesn't make sense. Mom's like, is you hiding the guns, moms? It make no sense at all.
When they come here, they just scatter all the things on the stove. They take out the rock and them throw them on the ground, the rock break, the grill and thing.
Yeah.
They just throw in everything on the ground, the grill break up.
So they just
pelting at you? Yeah, this is a new stove.
So they're just picking up everything, pelting it and...
Whatever they leave you with, you just have to go with that. All the handles and that.
And no questions at all they answering in terms of...
They answering at all.
And this door repair because I see the door.
We recently buy this door by before Christmas.
Right.
And they break down this whole door.
And there's the one that they bend up on.
Yeah. They take off the whole door.
Please come and see on this side there.
They take off the whole door completely. They take off the whole door completely and throw the door one side. I just straighten up because if I buy a new one, I don't know them when and come back and do the same thing.
So, so when they break up this door, you was inside?
When they broke open the door, I was inside. They just come the night and just had to kick and enter the house.
Right.
It wasn't like no, come, call, no. It wasn't like nothing like that.
So they jumped
the fence. The gate was closed.
The wall.
They jumped the wall.
And enter. So they enter from this side?
From here. They broke open the door and just had to run in the house.
Right. So they try here and then they try to come in on this side too?
No, the next time they come.
So that's our next occasion where they try thing over there?
Yeah, on the 17th when they come here, 17th of May, that is when they break upon the glass here in the morning, 4 o'clock they come here and just have to break the glass to try to enter.
Right. So they do that, they open up the vehicles, they come down in the back, what?
They just tackle on the vehicles, they pounding up the glass on them.
Right.
All the glass on them here,
right, so yeah.
They just pounding the glass on them.
So they just come and pound in the glass, but they tell them they open or they just...
When we sleeping, the bedrooms, you see where the bedroom is?
Yeah, I see where the bedroom is. So the bedroom's full of
them come and... By the time they come and they start to pong up thing, them don't start to break up on the doing. Time you answer, it's because they don't break 2-3 glass.
Wow.
And you don't start to get kicked up. I just study, I say, but I don't have to open the door because me and all them break at next door. Right now, I want to put little burglar proof on thing because I don't safety we have here.
Yeah.
It's not to say, wrong here, you don't have to live with burglar proof on thing because it's not to say wrong here a thief.
Yeah. So imagine you're protecting yourself against the
You're protecting yourself from the police.
That's sad. That's sad. Like that's why you just come and you leave your you leave the doors open so when they come they just walk in and...
The doors just be open sometimes and they just run in. They will come and they'll go there, just dig up the
Push up on them.
This within 6 months now, me I walk them.
They just have it, just park up there waiting to.
Well, when I go on the road, it's just like they just meet me. I park up here for 2-3 hours. Either they charge you or they don't charge you.
Right.
And they leave and they go. What this search was about, they're not telling you. What they stop here for?
They ain't telling you.
They just stop here, keep you here for 2-3 hours, and then they let you go. Sometimes they may charge me, sometimes they want to give you a ticket.
Right. So you think the best thing right now is you stay open and just stay open?
I pack it up and it's going on 6 months now, from since December month to now. Me here work.
Right.
The little work I can do is I just go in the little back and do a little hustle and just try to reach back in safe. All the window, these windows, when they come there, actually try to price the window on them by pulling them here.
Right.
The lock on them inside is good, so I don't
change all the locks.
The locks on them inside. Even
Wow.
the window on the side here. Here. You can pass it. Yeah. Pass it. Yeah.
Lucky they now.
They will.
Lucky they shoot them.
They just kick up the dog on them and they just beat the dog on them when they come here.
Wow.
When they come here, they just beat up the dog on them. All these windows on them, watch it, what he's doing now. If they lift the window,
yeah, you can see where it's
they
not
just
sitting
naturally
properly.
pull them and pull them so they're damaging all the locks. What about these windows here? Watch them glass.
Yeah.
This is how I have to secure it.
Yeah, because they break up.
They walk around the house and pounding all them glass on them while they're walking around the house. All them glass on them, watch them glass on them just crack.
Don't worry. Sure.
Yeah, when they pass on the house, they're just knocking and whatever they break, they just. And I asked them, I said, so who compensated me for all these breakings and all these things that I'm mashing up here? No answer. You go to PSB, you go to the police complaint, no results. The most, they tell me, put them in court. The end result of it was get a lawyer and put them in court. All them light on them on the wall on them. When they come there, naturally holding the light on them and pulling over themselves.
Yeah, because they could see
break
that
up
the
all the
light
lights.
over there. Yeah.
And I want to change the light, I want to fix it.
But it make no sense if there's a ground.
And they're going to do the same thing again.
And nobody compensating you for that damage.
They're going to do the same thing again. Every time they come here, they're doing the same thing.
That's what Pawpaw Tree?
Yeah. All when they come here, all them little plants and things, them running through here, them don't care what them break down and mash up.
Well, I know they're concerned, and I mean...
Yeah. All the vehicles and things. All in the vehicle, watch. I make videos where they do all them things, watch.
They mash up your
They're just breaking out. They're just breaking out all them things and them. They're just digging a big car. All these glass and them things stop work because
they're pulling out the
upholstery. All inside the trunk, all the clips and everything for inside here. They're just rooting out everything. I had to try and put it back. I had to try and put it back little piece by piece in order to get to stay.
To get the thing.
All these
so when
things
they think they're just pulling out all of them and...
All the clip and them breaking up.
But you think if it is after 3-4 times they're checking you to where this firearm thing is concerned and they ain't getting no firearms or nothing like that. I mean,
still coming back.
Why they go still be trying to like, I mean, it don't make sense to me.
All inside them, these machines, they're all inside them thing here, they're just searching. Yet still they may get nothing, but they're always coming back. So I believe from the time when they say, give them the money or they will come back. As me and give them it, they're always coming back.
Right. So you think maybe if it is that you if you had spent that money,
if I give them the money, I think if I give them the money, I think I might I'll still be paying more money. I think it would have stopped.
Because they feel that
once they get once, they will always come back.
We gotta get to the bottom of it to see.
I want to know from the Commissioner of Police. What it is the police looking for when they come here.
Right.
Because basically, I don't think it's guns or ammunition or these things that they're saying they're looking for. They're looking for
So it's just to victimize you.
It's basically they're victimizing me. They're just destroying my property. They're vandalizing my things. Like the only so I could see this going on, this happening. They may hold in me. They may carry me in no station. And if I try to make a report after that, there's no report. They're naturally telling you they're not taking report in Motura, and if you go Grandy, is
same thing. They're telling you back down the road to Motura because it's happening that.
Yeah.
So for you, there's no one door policy.
No, it's not no one door policy. No, it's not no one door policy.
And as they see you,
once they hear what the report is about, I come to make a report about some police vandalizing my property. Turn away. If I only call a certain individual name within the police station and them, turn away.
So they're basically protecting the senior officers.
They're protecting what it is he doing.
And it have no other officer that more senior than the.
No, well, basically all of them within one. This is the reason why you don't want the police investigating the police. The thing that encourages any crime in the country is that the police have to investigate the police.
Yeah.
All how we try to make a complaint is the police we have to go to make a report about the police. And from the time they hear the police, they're telling you they're not giving you their name, they're not giving you a badge number, and they don't even want to hear you. And if you only make any noise in the station, they want to charge you for misbehavior in public. Disorderly conduct. So I just walk away. It reached that time with me now, I just walk away. I will make my report, try to get as best as I can get, either to police company or PSP, and I walk away.
Well, I mean, to reach to this point now is a whole level of frustration. And I mean, the safety of you, your family, everybody now is I could say at risk. I mean, you telling me this, and I'm concerned because I feel like if it's me, you know, and these things happening, what would my move would be? Every time I'm going out that thing, I probably can't sleep good when the night come because every little song I hear, I feeling then like the police probably back in the yard.
That is how it does be. That is how it does be here with them. If I leave them here, sometimes my mother alone home here. Every little noise she hear, she think police. Them throwing on them. Every minute I'll be peeping because every little noise they want to say is police. I might still manage to say, if they had to come, let them come. But with them always like traumatized.
Yeah, and then we said if you leave them home, they by themselves, they go.
I can't leave them to go nowhere. Leaving them to go to work and I'll be studying them.
Yeah, that's sad.
That's sad. I see for myself when the police are come here, they're touching up my little trainer and thing and hand searching them down. You big woman touching up my 8-year-old, my 10-year-old daughter, my 15-year-old. A big police woman come here the last days with she come with special investigation unit, SIU, and shoving my daughter only because she finds she look big and she asking she name. She tells she say I underage and I cannot give my name. Ask my father.
Right.
And she shoving she and like pushing she 2-3 times. Tell my name. That is how it was. So you just watching somebody by size, you don't know the age, she telling her she underage, ask she father, and you shoving she and getting on with attitude.
That's a traumatic thing.
So my daughter like, Daddy, but why she pushing me? I say, girl, there's nothing we can do because you try to go and make a report, you might try to go police campaign and nothing come out of this thing. We just had to sit down with it. Then we just sit down with it and see how long it go happen.
No, that's traumatizing to say the least.
No, it's frustrating. It's frustrating when they come. I just study all kind of things to do. I just study all kind of things to do when the police come here. Because it is one at the end all. It's one at the end all. But first thing they want to say, you have an object. They might want to retaliate.
Right.
You understand? I might get fed up sometime. I might want to argue with the police until it reaches physical. We might want to fight because I'm fed up.
Yeah. And then that they would use that
and
as
that is
the
what they want as
opportunity.
the opportunity now to say, you retaliate,
And they fear for
use
their
our
life.
force, and they pay for their life.
No, well,
Me and stupid, so I just pat down,
Yeah.
I stay calm, let them do their search when they come and let them leave for me.
Well, what I will tell you is we don't even need to reach to that frustration because at the end of the day, the reason to highlighting this is so that we can get a solution. And sometimes you will think, all right, I mean, you have this stuff there with talking to PSB, you did all the right things, which you would have been employed to, and they fail. So, I mean, then and only then now it is we have to reach another state now where it is that we go to the heads, the higher authorities now to say we're going on. This man did X, Y, Z, so. And unfortunately, it didn't work. And now we want a solution because at the end of the day, frustration is clear. It's not even alleged victimization. I want to be kind of bold to say it's clear victimization. You understand? And I mean, you hire your family to feed. You can go out and feed your family in the way you're supposed to, because you have to be looking over your shoulder. You're not sure what's going to come next. Where that is concerned, you've been trying to do it the rightful way. And, I really hope that in us bringing this to the forefront, that the powers that be, the Commissioner of Police, the Homeland Security Minister, employs an investigation to get to the bottom of what is happening. And, I mean, at the end of the day, if disciplinary actions has to be taken, persons have to be removed from the area. I mean, I totally agree with you with saying move the police around, but I think that is not normal. I think that normally police officers know that they don't settle in one place. Part of the work is transfer. Part of the work is moving around.
But this went on 6 years. 6 years. The sergeant up in the area. You don't want to leave. You don't want to.
Well, it takes you talking out and we pushing for.
It have plenty other people that have fear within the police system. It are things that happen in the area, and people afraid to come out and talk because, as I say, by just watching what going on with me, half of them can't.
They want to go through that, so they would rather scrape up the money and try and see if they could pay.
Besides scraping up money and paying and thing, the things that happen in the area, and when they go to the police and they see what the police do to me, by even challenging the police, some of them even fearful to even come out and speak. There are people in the area here, if I carry by them, and you hear the things that they have to say about the police in Motua session, you ball on half height. If I care by people now and you hear the things that going on in this area, people just afraid to come out and talk because they see what's going on with me. The victimization and thing that I facing, people cannot go through it. It are people not making up their mind on coming out and talk. They rather stay silent and take the bully that they're getting from the system. The thing the police trying to do is silence you when they hear you come out and talk. The only reason the police getting more angry at me is because how I could come out and talk. I come out and talk because I tell you how I feel. I try to talk my mind in front of the station, and it end up in our results where the officer trying to say like I deform any character and whatsoever. But I only come out and say I want the public to know how I feel when it comes to you dealing with crime in the area. And that is all I want. That's all I want.
So you went on a live and talk about it or something, or just do a video?
I do a video and post it. Right. Because at the instant time, it was frustrating.
Right.
I fed up. All the meeting, we on the road and justifying that all of what we to work with all and all kind of thing. And because we refuse to do certain things with all arresting certain individual and putting me out of the station. You think that right for them to put me out of the station because I say I don't even want to work for you? I don't even want to do what it is you want, whether it's good work, bad work, dirty work, I don't even want it. I refuse to do certain things, and it
so the work that they wanted to do is racket thing then?
Where's racket? What else the police would want me to work with them to do? What else the police would want me? I might have a little respect and thing in the area. As I say, wrong here is not like you're protecting yourself from no criminal. We only protecting yourself only from the police. And just trying to voice your opinion and tell the public what it is you want or who it is trying to do what it is they're trying to do.
Yeah, you're trying to get your own justice for it.
Come like you ended up in trouble because why? First thing they will say like you're deforming their name. Right. They're trying to say like you're broadcasting them. But it's only your opinion I want to hear because I want to hear from somebody in the higher authority that them could help. By listening to a black man cry, they should be able to say, let me try to see you. Investigate this, but the first thing going on is that the police investigating the police, and that is a friend of a friend. So, know how that could solve crime.
Definitely, we'll get to see the you will get a response because the authorities will see this. They will watch, and I mean at the end of the day, the real thing is for you to get your justice. I what is the end?
I went to police complaint authority. And nothing come out of it. I went to PSB and still up to this day, I ain't get no answer, me get no response, more than take a lawyer and seek
legal redress for the damages.
Legal redress for the damages. That is all I get from PSB. As much as I looking for more help than that, that is what I get. Get a lawyer and seek redress. I don't even want the redress compared to say, I interested in money. I want my safety.
Yeah.
I want to
You
be
want to be
free.
able to know that
I
you
want to
could
be able
walk
to
out the
move
road
around,
and-
walk
and
around.
could-
And nothing for the police keep stopping me, and I had to be going through this. Every time certain police see me, oh, if it was them, it was me, it was you. What I mean, like, it was them who come, and I just be getting on the way how I getting on, or
Well,
I
I
try
deal with
to,
you.
yeah, them that deal with me. So I always get that a threat from them now. I only bad with my phone in my hand. You understand? Because as any interaction, I pull up my phone.
Yeah, that's your security.
That's my safety. As I encounter any police, I pull up my phone. But this is, when I try to pull up my phone, they're taking it from me and throwing it one side. So they're doing what they want.
Right.
So my safety come like it compromised now. The next step is for them to say they had a object, or they say, look, we get this.
You point
or they-
something resembling a fire, madam.
Right, or they might try to set me up or something, or some kind of issue. I can't say what's their next move, really and truly, but I believe they have plans, so they're playing there in between. They're visiting here. If it's not home, it's on the road. So what my next question is if I next. That's the question I want to ask from the Commissioner of Police, if I next.
Nah, man.
This is the question I want to ask the Commissioner of Police, if I next, because nobody here stepping in to say, well, this somebody come to make a complaint, police complaint, PSB, station to station, and is who next? I seen what going on out there. It have black people innocent. It have black people innocent. It's not even bandit you have to be securing yourself from now. It's the police. Most of the crime nowadays is
Yeah.
no freedom for black people. The police come like them only safeguarding and them guarding themselves. Or the people are interest. Somebody are interest.
People are putting money in their pocket,
So,
basically,
yeah.
allegedly.
Yeah.
Well, probably had to raise the police pay, you know. Maybe if they raise the police pay, they might.
They never satisfy. Nobody will be satisfied with money. Money is not something they'll be satisfied with. The more you get, is more you want.
Well, I hope that we get, not I hope, we will get to the bottom of it, and we will get these solutions. And that is what this is about, to get to the bottom of it, to get to these and get a solution to fix it all. Because at the end of the day, you should be able, because you're not known to the police as a criminal.
No, I have no criminal, no criminal record.
You know, so I mean, to be forever going at a man for guns and ammunition, and there's nothing.
I 36 years of age, and I haven't been in no jail for no crime, no
Right.
gun, no
And you young.
ammunition, no nothing.
36 years.
But
young.
what's going on is that my age and the things that are doing for a youth, man,
You ain't supposed to have that.
I ain't supposed to have it in the eyes of the law.
Right.
Because I
Well, not in the eyes of the law, the eyes of the man.
I won't say the law, I won't say in the eyes of the public now. Because the public will get same more like me, I just get up and get when they come. But the people that victimizing me is not even from the streets.
They're not gangsters and
No,
thief and
it's gangsters in uniform that victimizing me.
criminal is criminal, you know, whether or not they're in uniform, they're outside uniform. But we will fix it. We will fix it and we'll get to the bottom of it. I assure you that. It would reach to that point where it is that we have to know what is what. And I mean, the part of public servant that a lot of people don't understand, that police officers are public servants. And they have to, you know, they have to deal with the public in a certain way and not to answer, because your job is serving the public. And I think that if it is that we have people in the public who is afraid of the police or afraid of the you know, what's next or what could come next, or officers who are involved in this, because I mean, sadly to say, sometimes not even sometimes, it is the littlest of the few of the officers that make it bad for everybody.
True.
And the picture is be painted that all police bad, because at the end of the day they fly under that banner of police, regardless of what it is. And sometimes it's these little elements, and in every system, in every team, you'll always find that one or two bad apple. But the thing about it is that we have to make sure that we could get the bad apples out. because I strongly believe that there's not what the police services are about. I don't think that the commissioner of police and anybody else would want to believe that this is what happened on the ground. And I mean, at the end, the commissioner has so much things to deal with, so he wouldn't know until it's brought to his attention. Sometimes you will do a video and commissioner may never see it.
Yeah.
You understand? The Minister of Homeland Security might never see it. But then it comes a time now where if you've done every single thing possible, and now we've reached the point that you have exhausted the methods of doing the right way, from there you're going out and you talk about certain things, you voice the concerns. Some people may watch it and say, but you just ranting and raving because you vex. The police stinging and whatever. And I mean, everybody's have their opinion. But I mean, based on all that we see here, based on you've taken almost 5 years and endured the same thing for 5 years, and the result has always been the same, then there's no doubt to say then that this is what it is. So I am telling you that I will deal with this personally in terms of going through the lengths and breadths, because I mean, my prerogative as a journalist is not just to come and cover a story for you to get likes and views, but for me to get solutions. Because solutions is the real key to it all. Because at the end of the day, you get views, people watch it, people comment, people say whatever, and then what happens after that?
Nothing after.
You still can't sleep good when the night come, you still can't go and make money, because, I mean, it will be much comfortable that you could jump in your truck and go and do your work and come back and you make money, you fix your house, you deal with your family, and you function like that. Then you have to be trying to run and do a little small thing here, a little small thing there. You're watching over your back to see, I wonder who see me there, thing. You see a police jeep come and you're studying, or you see a police jeep approaching and you're studying. I wonder if it's me they're coming too.
Yeah, well, at certain times, the police jeep, same motor police jeep just come and pack up right. They just pack up, they pull out their phone and they're driving off and they're showing you plain face that they're videotaping you and your vehicles. That's what they'll be doing there. Sometimes they come and they just...
So even if you sell this car and buy a next car, they see the car pack up here, they will come and take a picture.
Once they see the vehicle in the yard, that is the motive. They come and they take a picture, or they pass and they see it, so and they know when they see you on the road, now that is you.
You know the thing. So we go sort it out. Right? We go sort it out. Cut up it. We go sort it out.
Call it how it is, real TV vibes, what this how we miss. Straight to the point, get the people them speak. Straight to the point, every day of the week. Drama, truth, now the stories we've been tuning.
The views and opinions expressed in the preceding program were those of the hosts, guests, and contributors, and do not reflect the official views of Real TV, its management, or affiliates. Content was provided for informational and entertainment purposes only. Viewer discretion is advised.